Hey friends, welcome back. In this video, I will be making a 3D sketch of a modern house. It's my second step-by-step drawing tutorial on Feather 3D. I will guide you through the whole process so you will see the basic tools on how to create 3D guides, the brushes settings and more. So if you just started learning the app, this video is for you. If you still didn't, you can download the free cheat sheet in the link in the description below. Before starting, I would like to show you how to properly use the joysticks on Feather 3D because I use them a lot and I prefer to show first everything you can do with them. So I select the line I will use as an example. This only appears when you tap on the select tool and is called the 2D joystick. It helps you move, rotate and scale objects based on their view direction. The circle in the middle is for moving the selection freely. You can tap on this to lock the 2D joystick and this one to switch to the 3D joystick. This on the corner is for freely scaling the selection. If you only want to scale vertically, you can use this one. And if you want to scale it horizontally, you can use this other one. You can also rotate the selection this way. It's important to align your view before making any changes or you'll have distorted lines. Now let's move to the 3D joystick. This one helps you move or rotate objects based on the XYZ axis. The axes appear different depending on the view direction, and this is why the 3D joystick also changes. Basically, the red is for the X axis, the green is for the Y, and the blue is for the Z axis. So when you use any of them, it will move your selection along the selected axis, and those curves in between are for rotating by those axes. When you align your view like the front view, side view or top view, you can only use 2 of the 3 cones on the 3D joystick, and the shape of the arcs also changes based on the view. I know it can be confusing, as I was confused, but it just takes some time to get used to these tools. Alright, so we'll start by tracing a horizontal guide. Choose the right brush with the right size in black color. Now we can trace our lines directly on this guide. A little reminder, in Feather 3D we have a 2-stage workflow. The first line you trace is going to be your guide. This can be curved, organic or geometric depending on your sketch. As our guide is in place, we can sketch directly on it this way. So I've made a simple rectangle. Now I will copy paste the whole rectangle. Just select all the lines, then align your view by double tapping your screen. Then tap on duplicate. Then with the help of the joystick, you can move the selected lines wherever you want. Now let's create a new guide to complete the rectangle. Just one little line is enough, then we can copy paste. Instead of drawing every single lines, I like to trace one line, then copy paste it to make the structure of any other thing. I find it easier this way as I'm drawing freehand, and let's be honest, there are days when it's more complicated to draw straight lines. I know, I could use the tools that make our lines directly straight. This happens when you tap a second time on the pen icon, but I don't want to use it here. I want to make straight lines, but freehand, if it makes sense. I've just realized my rectangle is too tall, so I will just select the top side and move it down a little. Then erase these parts. Great, now I will copy paste one line and continue my 3D sketch of the building. It's always great to look at your sketch from different angles to see if there is anything weird going on from another perspective. So I'm basically copy-pasting everything to create the structure. The important thing to keep in mind here is to always align your view to place the lines correctly, then check how it looks from different angles. And then you can know where to add new lines or erase some parts not needed. Now I'm adding another floor. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it looks a bit chaotic, but you got to trust the process and see how you can change that. In this case, I will add some lines to the roof so our eyes can see the difference between the roof parts and the facades. How is that roof? I think it's a bit too much. It looks too dark when we're looking from far, so I will just delete some lines. Alright, that's better. Now I will trace some facade details like windows and stuff, and I will place them all the way around. I also like to draw some ground details to stop this floating in the air effect of my building. That's why I always prefer to show the surroundings of any buildings I draw. This can be the garden, the trees, the roads, and some people around. I believe this gives a living effect to any drawing. Wait, I realized I didn't finish the roof. Okay, that's better. Alright, now we'll create another layer to draw the trees. I would like to add a little background behind the tree. For this, I will trace a guide just behind the tree, then I will color the place that looks inside the tree in white. So now it's not see-through. I will place the tree just next to it, and instead of drawing a new one, I will select the layer of the tree and its background to copy paste, then move it on the right side. I will just turn so it doesn't completely look the same. Alright, that's nice. Now I would like to add someone. Let's not forget the white background. And good. I want to add more details on the outdoor spaces. Let's start by adding 2 steps here. Then maybe a sitting area around the fireplace. I will just complete here. I can also put some trees behind the building. Adding someone else standing there. How does it look? By the way, if you don't like this see-through style, you can create a white background like we did for the trees and people. This way you won't see the other sides of the building when turning around. And yeah, I think we're done. What you can do now is create some cute little videos. For this, go to sequence and decide on your angles. And then tap on play. I really like this too. If you want to save it, go to File, Export, then Videos and choose Sequence. You also have other options like time-lapse, which is also great. Anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think. I hope that this could help you understand better this wonderful app. And of course, if you still have questions, don't hesitate to ask me on the comments below. I try to always answer as soon as I can. And if you still have some time, you can watch this other step-by-step drawing tutorial on Feather 3D. And see you in the next one. Bye!